Oklahoma. Hey, it's a very important topic, keeping kids healthy. Carrie Williams with Rainbow Fleet is going to help us raise Oklahoma, along with help from Dr. Rachel Franklin. She's a family physician. We're talking about preventing the flu. Can the kids, because they're just cesspools, when they hang around other kids and they touch things and then whatever. You like how I went after?
Yeah, I know, right to the face.
You know, I mean, is it possible that you can not get transferable flu sickness from a daycare from other kids? Is that possible?
Yeah, I guess, are there things we can do?
Sure. You absolutely can reduce your risk.
Okay.
So you're right. Kids are little petri dishes, right? And they go into daycares or they go to their school and they connect with each other. There are things we can teach them that begin at home that can continue through their child care experience, including washing your hands, covering your mouth when you cough,
And
staying
is it
home
still
when
like
you're
with
sick.
the elbow? Is that
with your
the way you do
elbow?
it? Okay.
Dracula.
This,
The dab.
things go right through your hand. Yeah.
Well, and
Do
then
the
they
dab,
touch,
yeah.
you got it in the hand, then they touch
When
it.
we were young, that's all we did.
You did.
Hey,
And then you
how
high-five
you
it,
doing?
right. And Carrie, now being in that environment as well, what is something that you maybe that the kids can do outside of you know, to make sure that they're more healthy?
make it
Sure. So we talk about hand washing in childcare, especially and at home, and the way to do it is to teach them a song to sing while they're washing their hands, like the ABCs or the Happy Birthday song, something that gets them washing their hands for long enough for it to be effective.
Okay.
So that is one really important way. One of the things we really talk about in childcare especially, but also in school, is if you're sick, stay home. And a lot of parents think, well, they're not running a fever, so they must not be contagious. Well, that's not necessarily the case. There are lots of diseases and viruses and bacterial infections that are spread even when you don't have a fever. And so if you're exhibiting symptoms of the flu, which doesn't always come with a fever, then you need to keep your
And
children
it seems
home.
to be there's a flu, that's something going around right now that is like that, and it doesn't come with a fever.
Right.
We've had, every one of my kids has had it, and I'm like, are you sick or are you not sick? Because there was no fever.
So allergies have been very bad. You know, your weather people will tell you that on a regular basis, get you the allergy reports. But also there are many viruses that circulate this time of year. It's not just the flu. Some of them can also be serious, and many don't come with a fever.
Of course, number one thing, you should be getting the flu shot,
Yes,
right?
without question. Keep in mind that the flu...
And it's not too late.
No, it's not too
Really?
late. So the flu season in Oklahoma runs between about October and March, so we still have quite a ways to go. The flu season's just now ramping up as far as how many people are getting it, which means more will spread. It takes about 2 weeks from the time you get the flu shot to the time you're protected.
Oh.
So we really recommend everyone do it as soon as possible.
You could speak on Dr. Franklin, what Carrie had said too, you know, that you don't have necessarily like a fever. Can you speak on some say it's a misnomer that when you are actually showing the symptoms, it's basically,
Sometimes
you know,
it's
it's
too-
too late.
you've already been
kind of,
contagious
yeah, that sort of
a
thing.
lot of
How can
times.
we make sure that, so that we're not, you know, our kids are not making other kids sick?
Well, this is one of the reasons why flu immunization is so important,
Okay.
is that for the first day to 2 days before you develop the fever, shaking, chills, body aches, and cough, you begin to spread the virus as it begins to infect your body. So if I send my child to school unvaccinated, and they have the flu, they could give it to a child with cancer or a child whose family member has
yeah.
cancer,
Right, and
who
that's-
can't get the shot, and they've now infected that entire family
Serious.
before they got sick.
Okay, what can we do at home or at our daycares? But let's say, especially at our homes, maybe we have a sick child, or you know, we're worried. How do we sterilize or maybe keep germs at bay
Yeah.
during this time? Because you know, that's a
Lysol
hard one.
or what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we do a lot of that at Rainbow Fleet, especially with our resource center. So because we have all of those toys, books, and games that are available for checkout, we make sure that we sanitize everything when it comes back in. We never
Okay.
trust that someone else has done it when they return the
Sure.
toys. We know which patrons are going to do it, but we go ahead and take that extra step of sanitizing things ourselves as well. Lysol is great.
What do you do as mothers? I mean,
As mothers at home, you do the same thing. So when your child has played with their toys and you've put them down for their nap or you've put them down, if at least you know, once a day or once every other day, you make a weak bleach solution and you just dip those hard toys into the bleach solution.
Okay.
What about
Wash
door
things that can be
handles, all
washed.
that? Should we be doing
Door
that kind of
handles,
stuff? Toilet?
countertops. Yes.
Okay.
All right, and if you need help when it comes to child care and parenting, Rainbow Fleet is there to help. They are on the web at rainbowfleet.org. Their phone number in Oklahoma City is 405-525-3111. They're back every other week with more expert advice for parents who are raising Oklahoma.
And they also have a number for those who speak Spanish. It's 525-8783. That's 525-8783. Sorry, I could ask you 1,000 questions.
We'll have to have you back.
I know. Thank
All right,
you.
stick around. We have more coming up. We're going to talk about